Hi, I'm Wendy from shinyhappyworld.com, and today I'm going to show you how to do cross stitch. What I'm showing you today is not counted cross stitch. That's a very particular kind of cross stitch. This is just regular cross stitch. Okay, cross stitch is basically just stitching small X's. And you can do an X that has pretty square proportions, or you can do an X that is tall and skinny. Do a tall and skinny X. Or short and squat. But as long as it's an X, it counts as a cross stitch. The one thing that you need to keep in mind when you're doing cross stitch is that you always want your stitches to go in the same direction. So all of my forward slashes are the ones I do first, and the back slashes are always the ones I do second. When you're filling a whole area with cross stitch, it really makes a difference. You can really spot immediately the ones that you've reversed. It just changes the texture on the surface of it, and it's really very noticeable. The other thing that I want to show you with cross stitch is how to work a whole row of them. Both of these two, the two that I've already done, I stitched those as an X. I did one, and then I did the other, and then I did one, and then I did the other. And that's fine. That's usually how I do crosses when I'm not doing counted cross stitch. But there's another school of thought that says that what you should do is work all of your forward slashes, for example. If you're going to do a row of crosses, to first work all of your forward slashes, and we're just going to do a short row of 3 stitches. So work all of those one direction first, and then work your way back. You can draw the X's on your pattern, or you can just eyeball it like I'm doing here. If you eyeball it, you really need to picture the box that your X is fitting in, and that's how you'll get a nice regularly shaped X's. I'm doing X's that would fit into a square here, so I really am imagining when I do my stitches that there is a box around that X. So first I worked all my forward slashes, and then I worked all of my back slashes. The one advantage to doing that is it does help remind you to keep all your forwards going in one on the bottom and all your backs on the top, or vice versa, whichever one you prefer. It doesn't matter which way you do it as long as you stay consistent. So that's it. It's pretty simple. If you can make an X, you can do a cross stitch. It's just 2 straight stitches crossed over each other. The only thing to remember is to always make the ones that go on top to always be slanting in the same direction. It really will make a difference in the way the finished piece looks. I'm Wendy from shinyhappyworld.com. I'll see you next time.